Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is looking for a driver in a deadly hit and run in northwest Jacksonville. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for First Coast News at 6. I'm Jeannie Blaylock.
And I'm Anthony Austin. Our top story tonight, police say the woman was just in her 30s and was struck by multiple cars at the intersection of Soutel Drive and Clyde Drive. Two of the cars stopped, but police say that third car that hit the woman kept on driving.
On your side, Zach Wilcox joins us live from the intersection where this crash took place. And Zach, in just the last 30 minutes, you saw another crash in this same area?
Yeah, Jeannie, I was putting the finishing touches on the story that you are about to see, and I heard the sound of brakes squealing behind me, so I immediately got out of the car, then heard the crash, and you can see two cars that collided here. They took one of the drivers to the hospital in a stretcher, and we did find out from Jacksonville Fire Rescue that they were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. There were a couple of fire trucks out here earlier, and when this crash first happened, there was a school bus as well that came in behind the cars, and I wasn't sure if the school bus was involved initially when I stepped out of my car, but it looks like the school bus was able to slam on the brakes and was able to drive out of here safely. So now they've got this intersection closed off. You can see they're directing traffic, detouring some of these cars around as they continue down Soutel Drive. But just want to point out that this was, just yesterday. This is almost the exact same spot as that woman in her 30s who we just found out's name is Jasmine Allen was tragically killed in that crash, which she was hit by 3 different cars. And not to also mention that right here at this intersection, there's also a Christian school as well. And so I talked with some of the folks at that Christian school, and they're concerned about the safety of the kids after they let them out of school and they're walking across the street to get home.
I actually got hit on my bike on Clyde, about 2 weeks ago. They hit me and ran.
Clint Wingate is still recovering from that crash, which wrecked his bike. So when he heard a woman was hit by 3 cars near the same intersection he started to think about
Another crosswalk, let's see, a light maybe?
The principal at Inner City Christian School says she's been working with law enforcement and city staff to get a crosswalk to the intersection since there are no signs in the immediate area letting drivers know the school is there. The crash in front of the school makes 12 pedestrians killed in Jacksonville already in 2024, or about 3 per month. One city averaging 0 per month, Hoboken, New Jersey, where they haven't had a single pedestrian killed in 7 years. I asked a Hoboken city planner what he thinks the biggest reasons for the phenomenon are.
We've been building out a network of high visibility crosswalks, bike lanes, curb extensions.
Hoboken is admittedly only about 1/20th the population of Jacksonville, but Francis says a few small changes could go a long way.
Prioritizing those areas that they know are going to attract a lot of pedestrians, I think, has been a strategy that has worked well in Hoboken.
So people like Wingate can ride their bikes without having to worry so much about getting hit.
They try to do the dash coming to it.
So I called Jacoby Pittman, who is the city council member for this district, to ask her if she was aware of the situation. She said this is the first that she was hearing about the concerns that the school has with kids heading home. So she's going to be out here tomorrow morning, she told me, to talk with the principal, talk with some folks in the area, see the intersection for herself, and then also reach out to Public Works to see if anything is in the works, whether that be more signage or a crosswalk or a traffic light or just something to get drivers' attention at this intersection. In Northwest Jacksonville, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.